Hey survivors, I just wanted to go over basic base locations. We have several players on the server right now who have built pretty nice bases in different areas. I just want to give you guys an idea of where would be a good idea to build a base, either playing single player on my server or on another server. Now, let's go over a couple of things in terms of if you're an admin on your server or if you're playing single player, those commands, admin commands, will work. So I don't see a lot of people talking about these. The reason why I'm bringing this up is we're going to use something called super admin so we can fly around the map. But also I don't see anyone talking about the command /admin W. Now what this does is this brings up a menu where you can actually spawn items and change some settings. So just keep that in mind, /admin W, and you can bring this up. You can spawn items. So let's spawn some AA-12 and 12 gauge ammo. There we go. And well, it's weird because my floor, it sometimes goes through the floor up here, but you get the idea. So that's admin W to bring up this this menu. You can check it out yourself. You can spawn things, adjust, kill yourself, God mode. There's also a command for God mode, just /God. You can God mode enabled, and we're going to leave that on. And the one I really wanted to show you was super admin. So SUPERADMIN all together / before super admin, and then boom, we're in flight mode. Flying around. This is what we're going to use to check things out. Now, my base I built at the mansion location, which is in D1. It's kind of in the lower right-hand corner, or lower east corner of D1. So you can see it right here on the map. This is where I am. This is where the mansion location is. Now, this map isn't totally fully updated because the server hasn't been cleaned or wiped. I'm going to do that when it's absolutely necessary. There's some locations that don't show up right now. It was the Rossville location, which is over here in C, between C3 and 4, which we're going to talk about in a second. But this is the mansion location. This was where my base is. Not saying my base is the best in the world. It's just a nice location. There's a town to the west of me. I forget the name, but there is a town, trust me. And there are supplies there, as well as there's already pre-built walls and different assets that you can utilize. There was already these two cars here, the little SUV ones, and then I ended up parking some box trucks there. So I like this location. I'm probably going to change it next time that there is a, when I actually do a server wipe and whatever, because I get bored of things. So this location's really cool. Inside's really nice. You can set that up. And in the back, you do have some apple trees, which do produce apples right here. So that's really good. That's a constant food source that you don't have to even worry about, and a food source for your horse. So that's pretty cool. Inside's just kind of normal. There's a second floor. There's a first floor. Oh, look at me floating around. Let's see. I might have to actually get off my ass here and stop floating around here for a second. We'll check out the inside. I know you guys have seen it, but you just do super admin again to get out of that mode. And then boom, look at us now. We're going into we're working around. There's some storage areas in here. It's nothing too crazy. There's a kitchen and dining area. I'm sure if you see my videos, you've seen my base before. I don't want to focus too much on that. And why am I encumbered? I don't know, but I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff so I don't have that stupid. Okay, good. So I'm not encumbered. All right, let's go back to super admin mode and check things out. All right, so this is the mansion base. So let's go fly over to another base. Another base or area that would be good to build at is the seaside base, or a beach house as it is. That's in the E4 section. We're going to go fly on over there and check her out. Let's start flying. All right, we're going to go over to the beach house base. We do have a player that's set up there, but just to show you, That's another good option, whether you're playing on another server or single player. Let's go check it out. We'll speed up time here. All right, so this is the beach house base. This is set up by one of our server users. So essentially he is built off of this main house. It's almost like it's almost as big as the mansion, really. There's no apple trees and stuff, but it's a really nice location. You have all this water. Steven, one of our server users, has really set up a incredible compound here. There's a bridge all the way across the water, which is sweet. So this is just showing you some options you can do here. People are very creative. Oh, Steven's got so many cars. What's he doing? Oh, he's got too many cars. All right, we'll give him a pass. So he's a good chap. So you do have this backyard section with that fence that's already installed. So you can set up in back here your plants or your planting stations and all that jazz. And it's a pretty cool area to build off of. The seaside base or beach house base is a cool idea, and it seems to work well as a main base. I know I would probably build there if I had the chance. So that direct location is at E4 in the upper west quadrant here. It's right here where my little icon is, and make note of that. So that's another cool base to have. There's a town that's not too far from it that has a lot of items and equipment, so you'll be able to thrive over here. Now I'm gonna go travel over to Rossville location of my old base, because I thought that was a really good location and it never got wiped out by the new town, and that's right by Hudson. I believe this is Hudson City. So let's go over to there real quick. That's in the C3 location. Oh, kind of on the upper east, just below the corner. It's marked right here, home. Was my old home. So let's go on over there and check her out. All right, we're gonna warp over there. All right, this is my old base location. This is when I first got the server going, and I created my first base, which now these zombies are totally destroying. But I thought this was a really nice base. It actually has an NPC. So if you're dreaming of those SOD, State of Decay type helpers, this is as close as you can get. There's an NPC that spawns and kind of lives here. So you'll be able to set up a base and have an actual helper kind of hack the system, because the guys, the devs at HumanitZ, have not spent any time. They know about it. They know people want NPCs that you can hire and help at your base, but it's a small dev team, and I have no idea when that's coming. I don't even think that's a discussion for 1.0 when that launches. So possibly. We should hope, but look at the little NPC. He's going to work here. He does help out a lot. I stayed at this base for a few months, and he helps out. So this is just a standard house. Nothing to write home about inside. There's several floors. They're just tearing this place up. It's a shame. It kind of makes me sad, but it is what it is. So, and the cool thing about this base, again, let me show you where it is on the map. C3, upper west side here, is that the new Rossville town is right down the road here. So we just left the base, that base, and here it is. Here's the new town here. So this town is nice because it has a lot of supplies. It has the bookstore, which tends to have a lot of the books that you need to acquire the skills to build certain things that are locked. And then it also has a farm at the end with pigs that you can gather a lot of fat for your making oil and trying to craft gasoline. So It's right next to this town, so that's a kind of a great location. You're not far from Hudson, and you're at this new town that seems to be pretty robust and filled with plenty of loot. It's a gun store. There's tons of stuff over here, which is cool. Here's a little farm area. Look, there's even deer hanging out. And where's my little pigolus? Where's my little piggy diggies? There we go. Little pigs. I've always wanted a piggy. A little coony pig. Those pigs are cool. Check them out. Look them up. Google them. So yeah, there we go. You get plenty of supplies from here. And I think we've even had I think there's someone who built an outpost over here. I think that was Mr. Steven again. It should be right. I think he attached it to this warehouse. Yeah. So here's another idea that you can do. Just utilize existing buildings. Don't be afraid to build near towns or on small towns. I don't think I would build anyone near Hudsonville or Hudson City, whatever that's called. But you know, this is a kind of a good idea. This is like a little outpost base. That's locked off. It's well secured. I mean, even though there's zombies down there, but hey, I always like to have threats outside and to have like a little bit, to have the game not so easy, you know. I don't mind having zombies around, having to fight them, having them come to my base. So I don't need to completely block myself off. They're always at the mansion base. I'm fighting zombies all day, and bandits. They love me. So that's another idea. And plus, yeah, when you're building, just utilize existing buildings. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just kind of expand and make it your own. So there's one more place, a new spot that I want to show you. It's, well, I mean, maybe we'll go over more than one more. But actually this, see, here's the Hudson, what's it, Hudson? The name of this. Yeah, but look at these guys. These bandits have a pentagram on the ground with blood and stuff. I would stay away from them. But yeah, so you're close to a lot of stuff with that. And then there's a gas station over here, which you could tend to luck out with some gas cans, spawning gas cans and different things. Yeah, this is Hudson City. Okay, I was saying it right. So there we go. And then you have an NPC here, which puts in some work. But this city I find one of the most difficult to get through, especially if your zombies are on hard and you have more spawn rates. It's kind of a hard city to get through. There's a lot of things that can go down there, and there's a lot of zombies in there for sure. So you definitely need a lot of gear. Now I'm looking for the. They moved the. They had to move the toxic bunker, which is in the military zone, which is here. Here it is. So, or not toxic bunker. I'm sorry. The bunker with the key card. So this is the bunker that you would need the key card for. And then you have to power this damn thing on. Oops. Can I get to it with, yeah. So I already have that stuff in there. So if I wanted to go in there, I could. I have a key card somewhere. But they had to move this over because of the new city. Now, could you set up a base here? I don't know. Maybe you could. That might be a struggle, but actually this would be a pretty sweet base, wouldn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'll test that out down the road here. You'll have to wait and see. Maybe come into one of my streams and we can try it together. But there's actually a new location that's by my base. Let me find it here. And it's like a woodsy area that's that has like almost like a summer camp. So let's go ahead and warp on over there. Well, before we completely get over there, another option is to find a farm. There's plenty of farms on the maps. This farm is at what is it, D3, kind of in the Middle West there. And there's plenty of farms. So if you want to set up a base at a farm, be my guest. Just know that maybe zombie spawn rates around it are going to be a little bit higher. It would be a cool base. I mean, it's a lot of land. to take care of. So it would look cool though. All right, let's see if we can find this woodsy area. Yeah, see, it's getting dark. All right, so here's like dirt roads, and here's another base actually that a player set up. I don't know who set this up. It's another player that's on the server, and they've got a hell of a garden. Look at this. Oh boy. We are really thriving and surviving. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a new area. It's inundated with woods. Look, it has a little lake. And then this is probably what I'm going to do next. I think I want a woodsy area. I love Friday the 13th. I love summer camp. So let's get her done. This is super cool. This is probably what I'm going to do next. If we have a server wipe and we have to, look, it's even got cabins. This is awesome. This is completely awesome. Yeah, this is a great idea. As soon as I saw this summer camp area, I totally wanted to build here. So who's ever base, this is hats off to you. Because I'm stealing this idea, but I had this idea as soon as I saw this cabin area, so don't get too crazy. Oh, look, we got a smoking car over here. So this area is relatively large. Let's see if we get a higher view here. Yeah, this was a very cool addition. I was really quite stoked about this when I found it. Look at this cabins. There's just cabins and wilderness all around. There's like archery. There's some kind of archery and shooting range around here as well. Is this it? Yeah, it's like very, very robust. Oh, here's like a welcome center. Like any area around here would be sweet to build a base. I mean, I'd build it there too. So this area is, you're gonna want to go so E3, kind of in the top west area. This whole area right here that I'm circling with my mouse, that's like the whole deal there. I mean, this is a pretty big setup. Here's the shooting range. Check her out. Isn't that sweet? So this is all new stuff you may not know if it existed with the update, but it does now. They've been doing plenty of map updates. So this is pretty cool. So I just wanted to hop on here and give you guys some tips of where to build. You know, I'm not an expert. I just like things what I like. I like my mansion base. I like some of these areas. I think they're viable locations. You might think different and want to build something completely by yourself, not utilizing pre-built structures, and that's completely cool. You know, do what you want. We're just having fun here, and it's a good game to give you the opportunity to do that. So we're gonna go back to my base, which is the mansion base. Here we go. So I get a little overview. I do have a parking lot, and hey, I do have a lot of cars, but I give cars to new players who join the server. So in the multiplayer browser, look up Zed's Apocalypse Disco, and I'll give you one of my cars. Join the server, set up a base. It's a fun time. Server gets restarted every night, every morning actually at 3:30 a.m. Eastern time to keep performance up. I keep up with all the HumanitZ news and everything. So, and I also have a Discord that you can find in my a link in my YouTube channel to join, and we can discuss HumanitZ and talk about the server, what you want turned up, like turn the zombies up and whatnot. We're going to do that again because performance issues have been addressed, but I still don't think I don't think performance is up there good enough to have like 2 or 3 times zombies yet, but we'll see. We'll try it out. This is another server user's Pop-Tarts base who kind of just built off one of the houses on the side here. This is like a massive undertaking. Look at this. He's got the Tower of Doom, the Tower of Terror. It's really sweet. He's put in a lot of work. So if you just like building, I mean, other than, you know, if you don't really like killing zombies and all that, you want to do some Minecraft style building, you can certainly do that too. So I mean, it's pretty cool. He just built it right off the house. It's close to my base. So we can share, you know, someone can build here. You build here, you got 2 NPCs. That's not a bad idea. That's right there in well, no, D. It's between E and D, and then it's like 1 and 2 here. So you can see my little cursor here. That's where I am. So you can have 2 NPCs. You can lock them in, and then zombies attack, and they certainly do. They get into shootouts all the time. I hear them all the time. They might have done this handiwork over here. Who knows? All right, guys. I just want to get on here, show you some base locations. I appreciate all the love and support. If you could like and subscribe, that would be nifty. And I'm actually going to be streaming tonight. So if you want to catch me streaming some HumanitZ, hop on and we'll have a discussion. All right. Thanks so much.